Welcome to Apex Philosophy, the perfect place to find motivation. Be sure to subscribe and listen every day so you can become your best self. Please like and share the video to help inspire others. Determining the strength of people's character, the law of compulsive behaviour. A summary based on Robert Greene's book, The Laws of Human Nature. Don't you wish you could figure out why some people can resist temptation and others cannot? Let's see what Robert Greene has to say about it in his book, The Laws of Human Nature. It is a great book, and I advise you to read it sometime. But until then, here is a summary of the fourth law. Law number 4. Determine the strength of people's character, the law of compulsive behaviour. The fourth law, according to Robert Greene, is the law of compulsive behaviour. Reputation is different from the actual personality and attitudes of a person. Sometimes it may align, sometimes it doesn't. So, don't trust it. Instead, you need to teach yourself to look deeper into their character by looking at how they handle difficult situations. The strength of a person's character is rarely seen, but it reveals itself when people are under pressure. Keys to human nature. Character is something inherent, and it steers us in different directions. For example, if one thinks that they're the victim, then every difficult situation would mean that they are helpless. This character is often beyond our own awareness. This means that we need other people to help us reflect on it, and we too must attempt to see what our strengths are. According to the book, there are 3 different sources of one's character: genetics, early years and attachments, and our habits and experiences while growing up. To understand others, we must first practice understanding ourselves and our own characters. Character signs. Character and strength show up in difficult situations as people face obstacles. It is their actions that will define them over time. For example, when people get stressed, they may react harshly, or they may be calm and handle it well. Additionally, character can also be reflected in professional work. People, especially those who are in high positions, should be capable of handling power and responsibility. They should act professionally, despite what they feel. For example, managers shouldn't scream at their own employees in front of customers. It is in these stressful situations that you can measure someone's strength of character. Toxic types. However, there are character signs that you should be aware of, since these signs are toxic. If you know anyone with these, you should learn how to avoid them or not get involved with them. The first is the hyper-perfectionist. This type of person is successful in the first few phases and is inevitably followed by burnout. They often go with an all or nothing attitude in life, and this affects all its aspects. They may apply this in their romantic relationships as well as familial ones. They seek approval through their achievements, and feedback makes them defensive and sometimes even aggressive. Next is the saviour. A person who always saves you from difficult times, but may ask for something in return. If not, They may also remind you about your debt to them, such as by continuously repeating the story of what they did to save you. In the end, it's better to become independent than rely on them, for this is not a genuine character trait. When you genuinely want to help other people, you don't ask for something in return. The last example we have for you is one of my favourites, the big talker. These people have the grandest ideas. They impress you with these great ideas when they first present them. However, they would often look to other people for help to implement it. And if no one wants to, they will be demotivated and discouraged from implementing them. This fear stops them from actualizing the projects. This trait is toxic if a behaviour keeps on repeating because the person is relying on others in order for the project to come true. Self-independence is out of the question. There are other toxic character traits, but let's move on to what a superior character is, so we can compare to what we discussed. The superior character. To find your way to a superior character, you must avoid ignorance and denial. They won't help you. Instead, take the time to examine yourself as much as possible. Denial often occurs when one does not want to change a compulsive behaviour. We know it ourselves, and yet we are not ready to face it. But when you finally take the steps toward it, you need to look at the deepest parts of your own character. Are you an introvert or an extrovert? What feelings make you sensitive or aggressive towards people? What are your limitations? If these are limited skills such as emotional management, how can you make them better? Aside from examining yourself, you also need to direct your goals towards being better, towards adopting a superior character. I hope you learned a lot from today's law. Tune in next time to learn how to become seductive. Thank you for listening. Comment below, what are your flaws? Why haven't you worked on them? Don't forget to like the video and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.